Welcome to this quick overview for Jamie's Floral Delights marketing portfolio. Let's talk about JFD and its goals. JFD is a startup business based in Kansas City and offers florists and gift services and sale of cut flowers. The main goal for JFD is to be profitable by the second year of operations. In order to achieve this, it is necessary for us to be able to identify all those factors that could affect in one another the execution of this plan. Now, let's go over a quick market overview, and here's a fact. The global floral production value is estimated at 55 billion. So if someone ever told you that the florist market was dead, it's not true, and there's data available to confirm it. As today, there are around 55 establishments in the US offering florist services in general. In Canada, back in 2010, the average total annual revenues for a floral business was $259,000, with 65.8% of businesses being profitable. For purposes of Jamie's Floral Delights business model, it has been determined that the target market should include women and millennials in the US and Canada. According to the US Bureau of Economic Analysis, for 2016, 79% of consumer market was composed of women. But why millennial? 67.8% of millennial women are in the workforce, which represent high purchasing power within that target market. Political aspects are essential for any business, especially for small business looking to expand operations abroad. In general terms, we're talking about taxes and fees that any kind of business is responsible for. We're also talking about change of currency from one country to another. It is important to mention that because of the type of product that JFD offers, other aspects such as exports, imports need to be considered. There are some entities such as the United States Department of Agriculture, the Department of Commerce, and other similar agencies in Canada who are responsible for regulating this type of activity. So for us, it is really important to work directly with them to ensure that JFD's processes comply with the existing laws and regulations. When evaluating the possibility of starting a flower shop or any other business, there are several elements that we need to take into consideration. Is there a greater risk related to this effort? How much do I need to invest? Or what will be my return of investment? With all these questions, we will be able to build an accurate plan so we can achieve our goals. Another element that is important to be considered is the fact that the flower shops depend on local economies. It's important to start this analysis from a micro point of view and then to see it from a macro point of view. According to the USDA's 2014 horticulture census, U.S. horticulture operations sold $13.8 billion in floriculture, nursery, and other specialty crops. This represents an 18% increase since 2009. This graphics here gives a better idea of the behavior of this sector and the trend of increase that has been registered since the 80s. The basis of the pricing strategy lies on its formula. Price equals wholesale price times markup rate times labor rate. Now, there are certain factors that we must have to be evaluated here when making a decision like this. The pricing strategy can be a complicated thing in a retail flower shop, and this is because there are perishable items and skilled labor that to be factored in along with the raw cost of the goods. Now, going back to the price formula, and just as an example, if we decide to buy roses from globerose.com, which is one of the vendors that we recommended, we will be paying 68 cents per roses. So we are going to be buying 250 roses at $169. In this case, the price formula will go as follows. So it's 68 cents times 3, which is our markup rate, times 25%, which is our labor rate. That will give us $2.55. Something that I wanted to touch base on was the price discounts and promotions. We need to remember the goal here is to be profitable by the year number 2. So we will be a little bit conservative with the discounts and promotion we offer. With this said, discounts and promotions will not exceed 10%, and we only occur in high season. For Jamie's business purposes, high season will be Christmas Day, Hanukkah Day, Mother's Day, and Valentine's Day. In order to achieve the goal for year 2, an expected increase of 20% in variable labor costs will be added to the first year. An estimated of this monthly budget will be $5,500. On this number, we're considering different variables such as labor per cost unit produced, and the 20% of increase. The key to success in sales revenues for Jamie's shop is in the sales of arrangements and or packages. Throughout the combination of products and our services, Jamie's business will be able to obtain a higher value per single item. Here are some of the projections that we came with for JFD on the first 3 years. On year number 1, the target sales is $120,000. Since profitability begins at month 9, there's a minimum break-even of $14,700. We're talking about $4,980 for 3 months. By year number 2, the target sales is $150,000 with a profit of $115,236. And by year number 3, the target sales is $187,500 with a profit of $147,960. Let's talk about marketing communication. It is important to remember that the target here is women and millennial. In order to reach these target markets, we have created some specific objectives. Okay, the first one is create awareness about Jamie's Floral Delights on all existing platforms, with emphasis on internet and social media. Social media and internet is the best way right now, 2017, to promote your brand or business. So we're gonna take advantage of that movement, and so we're gonna work specifically on those channels. We're still gonna work in some other existing platforms, some other mass media channels, but social media and internet will be priority here. The second one is convert JFD into a trend in social media with a lead position in SEO. The third one, it's gonna be basically us using Jamie's personal image to represent the brand. We're gonna use Jamie as a professional with the flowers, as a flower expert, in order to promote the brand through the internet, social media platforms, and like I said before, other platforms available. Based on our goal, it is clear that the first 12 months should be as efficient as possible. Much has been said today that the key to success lies in a consumer-oriented strategy, and this is how we're gonna intend to project JFD through different platforms available. We also gonna be presenting through a local media and social platforms to create awareness among the local audience. As for the Canadian market, we'll be projecting the same image and value of JFD, both in local area and in the external market. Our PR plan consists of a media tour on the main local TV shows in order to obtain a greater reach. For this, we'll use Jamie as an expert in flowers. We will also work on exchanges between the general productions on the TV shows and JFD, where JFD will provide all the elements related to the flowers and arrangements within the set or a scenario on the show, and JFD will be receiving mentions throughout the whole program in exchange. The next one, the next piece that we're gonna be working on is direct mail. In order for us to do this, we're gonna be using the services of visitprint.com. Visitprint is a website where you can access and get a number of services, art and design of postcards, mail lists divided by segments, impression and shipping will be provided by Visitprint as well. The next piece is social media and internet marketing. For social media, it has been decided to use Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Pinterest. The creation of content, including videos and text, will be the responsibility of the digital marketing department in our agency. 1 or 2 employees will be assigned to create content, especially for JFT. For the internet, we are going to be using web.com. Web.com is a website builder that offers different options depending on what type of business. Some of the business that web.com offers is the ability to sell up to 500 products, accept credit card with secure shopping cart, and includes some email marketing tools too. The cost of this service starts at $3.95 as an introductory offer, and with the time will change, but that's the starting point. This last piece here is the review process. Again, this is a summary of what we want to achieve with this plan. For the phase 1 and 2, pretty much those are going to be ready by the first week of April 2018. Phase 3, which is our project launch and execution, will begin in May 2018. Our performance review, or 6 months review, will be happening in October 2018. There is going to be a relaunch for holiday season that's going to happen in October 2018 as well. Our first year review will be happening in May 2019. There is going to be an evaluation and implementation of changes for growth strategy. It's going to be around that time too. And then the second year review, which is our profitable review, it's going to happen in May 2019. And this is important because, again, the goal here is to be profitable by the year number 2. So on this review of May 2019, will show us if actually our efforts work. So we're looking forward to this review by year number 2. Well, that's all for now. If you have any questions, concerns, or if you need a copy of a full report, you can email me at my email address, alejandro.torres@snhu.com, and I will be more than happy to assist you with that. Thank you very much for your attention.